What's going on, guys? We just finished packing the car with everything that has sold from Saturday when the post office closed until this morning. So we had a pretty solid sales this weekend. We consider a weekend Friday through Sunday. Mondays are usually a big shipping day. We figured this would be a good opportunity to go through some numbers.
So this weekend, after all fees and shipping and everything, we brought in just under $2,500, $2,487 to be exact. And of that $2,500, $1,804 was profit. So we ran at a 72% profit margin this weekend. And so it's about $600 profit per day.
So we figured this would be a good opportunity. We're gonna head up to we're gonna go to the post office right now, but then we're gonna head up to the sneaker loft and we're gonna run through about 25 or 30 pairs that we sold this weekend. We're gonna go through the brands, where we sourced them, and which marketplace we sold them on, in hopes that that helps you when you go out and do some sourcing yourself. Let's dive in. Here is a pair of men's waterproof Merrells. We got these at the thrift and flipped them on to Poshmark. Here's a pair of women's Clark waterproof wave walks. We got these at the thrift, cleaned them up, and flipped them on to Poshmark. Here's a pair of women's Nike Zoom Condition TRs. We got these at the thrift and flipped them on to Poshmark. Here is a pair of women's Brooks Launch 4s. We got these at the thrifts, cleaned them up, and flipped them on to Mercari. Here's a pair of Nike men's Air Max Audacities. We got these at the thrift, cleaned them up, and flipped them onto Poshmark. Here's a pair of women's Nike Flyknit Lunar 3s. We got these at the thrift, cleaned them up, and flipped them onto Poshmark. Here's a pair of men's Nike Flex Contacts. We got these at the thrift as well, and we flipped them on to Poshmark. Here is a pair of women's Adidas Ace Court tennis shoes. We got these at the thrift, cleaned them up real nice, and flipped them onto Mercari. Here is a pair of men's New Balance Fresh Foams. We got these at the thrift, cleaned them up, and flipped them onto Poshmark. Here is a pair of women's Nike Air Max Sequence. We got these at the thrift. You always want to make sure that that bubble is not popped. This one is good to go. And we flipped these onto Mercari. Here's a brand that is new to us. We've been selling through these pretty quickly. We picked them up over the last month. These is a pair of women's leather Allegria. And we got this pair at the thrift, cleaned them up real nice, and flipped them onto Mercari. Huge bolo. Anytime you can come across Hoka 11s, men's and women's, pick them up. We got this pair at the thrift and we flipped it onto Mercari. This is a women's Clifton 4 Hoka 11. These are a crazy cool pair of women's Adidas Okapis. Probably not saying that right, but Adidas Okapi. They've got their suede. They're kind of like a greenish, like a dark greenish color. We got these at the thrift, cleaned them up, and we flipped them on Poshmark. Here is a pair of Under Armour Speedform Geminis. These are women's. Found them at the thrift and flipped them onto Poshmark. Here's a really cool pair of men's Cole Haan Zero Grands. We found these at the thrift, cleaned them up real nice, and flipped them onto Poshmark. Here's a pair of women's Brooks Ghost 9s. We got these at the thrift, cleaned them up, and flipped them onto Poshmark. Here is a pair of women's Nike Flyknit Lunar 3s. Got them at the thrifts, flipped them onto Mercari. Here is a really nice pair of women's LL Bean Thinsulate lined boots. These are in on consignment and we flipped them onto Poshmark. Here is a pair of women's Bogs. These are, I think they're like a size 9 in that nice green colorway. We got them at the thrift and flipped them on to Poshmark. This is a pair of men's leather Roan boots, R-O-A-N. New brand to us, but we looked up the comps. They looked good. Found them at the thrifts and just flipped them on to Poshmark. Here is a really nice pair of men's waterproof Keen boots. These are in on consignment and we flipped them onto Mercari. Here's a really nice pair of men's waterproof Tevas. We call them Tevas. You can call them Tevas. Do what you want in life. And we found them at the thrift and we flipped them on to Mercari. Here is a really nice pair of youth Resellers. Keep an eye out for this brand for sure, especially at this time of year. Youth Resellers, we got those at the thrift and flipped them onto Poshmark. Here is a pair of women's Rocket Dog boots. We got these at the thrift, cleaned them up and flipped them onto Posh. Here is a pair of women's Brooks Launch 4s. These are really cool, the London 2017 collab. We got those at the thrift and flipped them onto Posh. Here is a pair of Asics Gel Nimbus 19s. These are women's. We got them at the thrift, cleaned them up, and flipped them onto Posh. Here is a pair of youth-sized Acme cowboy boots. We got these at the thrift, cleaned them up, and flipped them onto Posh. Definitely the flip of the weekend. These are a pair of men's Gore-Tex Timberland Abington leather boots. We got these purchasing in bulk from a location down in Massachusetts. We'll have a video on that in the future, but we got these for $17 and flipped them for $120 on Posh. Here is a pair of Heelys. These are youth size. These are the shoes that have the wheel in the heel, aka Heelys. We got these at the thrift. We get these in men's, women's, and youth sizes, and we flip these on to Posh. Here is a pair of women's Pumas. We got these at the thrift, and we flip them on to Poshmark. Here is a pair of men's Vans. We got these at the thrift, cleaned them up nice, and flipped them on to Poshmark. Here's another pair of men's Waterproof Tech 2.5 LL Bean boots. These are really nice. These are in on consignment and we flip them on to Posh. As always, guys, if you have any questions at all, jump into the comments below. We hope this helps when you go out and do some sourcing yourself. Until the next video, we hope you're enjoying each and every single step. With everything that sold from the...
Just got something in my eyeball.
We should leave that in.